I can't believe it. He's still in the league. I thought for sure you'd be washed out by now, man.
Oh, nah, you already know it. I'm here thriving and surviving. You wish I wasn't in the league, because you know I'm about to take you to school tonight.
Please. I know you ain't that delusional.
Just a little good-natured trash talking to get those competitive juices flowing, you know.
I hear you, player.
Always.
Let's get after it tonight.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. You take a look at the Thunder. Everyone on this team is pleased with the beginning of the season. They're playing so well right now, 5 consecutive wins.
And as far as the regular season goes, Kevin, this is as good as it gets. The definition of a rivalry, a game between these two teams is always special.
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. I mean, we've seen so many great contests between them in the past that it's impossible not to be amped up. Can't you tell?
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Harden out there with Dragic, then it's Jones, and it's Jackson in at the 5 spot. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Boston Celtics.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time. A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Now the pass to Ball. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's the screen. Durant in the corner. Here's Zeller. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Zeller's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Dragic against Westbrook. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
They get the rebound. Baller makes it off the glass. Baller's got his first points of the game.
Not sure if you caught it before the game, guys, but he and James Harden were definitely exchanging words with one another prior to tip-off.
And I don't think it was about beard grooming techniques. Nothing wrong with a little bit of rivalry, but he's bit off a big one, and perhaps more than he can chew with James Harden.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they made the most of their opportunities from the free throw line a year ago, guys. About 82% as a team.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Now, here is Harden. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Jackson passes to Jones. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. Stripped it away. And Thompson kicks to Westbrook. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
So it's the Rockets now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Westbrook passes the ball. The shot misses. And it's Houston the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over.
Rockets trail by 4. Outside Dragic. Jackson dishes to Jones. The putback and slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Man, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
Now here's Westbrook. He had 16 points in the win against Boston.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Here is Harden. 5 points in the game. Harden right side. Feeds it to Dragic. Front past the arc. Harden, no good. The Thunder leading by 5. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McHale.
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
All right, Doris. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. No good from Dragic. Here's Baller. Banked in off the glass. Baller's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Dragic kicks to Harden. Back to Dragic. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Thompson in the corner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And that's a foul called on Baller. That is his first foul of the game.
Okay, gentlemen, listen up. On defense, I want us to clog the lanes. If your teammate gets beat off the dribble, I want you to sag and help. No easy baskets down low. Send a message right now. The paint is ours. Understand?
With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. You take a look at Baller, one of the game's best, 2nd in the league.
How about the season he had in the paint? Just rebounding numbers were mind-boggling.
Rockets trail by 9. Dragic with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Jones.
Well, they find themselves with a big deficit here in the first. One category that jumps out at me, second chance point. Only 1 bucket for him.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know, it's so difficult, Kevin, to win in this league when you allow second chance points. And that's what's happening right now.
Dragic the pass to Harden. Jones with the screen on Thompson. It's Harden with the drive. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson, no good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Durant, no good.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Dragic. Houston moving the ball around. Harden's shot is good.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
There's the pick. Pass to Ball. On the wing, Thompson. The 3. That's good. Thompson's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Thunder.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
The drive by Jackson. Dragic kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Thunder leading by 9. Westbrook passes the ball. And the Thunder, another three. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. McGarry's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Lee comes in for Kevin Durant. Stauskas is checked in for Klay Thompson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Rockets also changing it up. Caron Butler is checked in for Jackson. Lisa comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Parker subbed in for Goran Dragic. Parker, right side. Kicks it to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. And Lee pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Roberts. Passes it to Ball. Pass to Stauskas. They set the screen. Here's Baller. Again, the Thunder score.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Rockets trail by 11.
Okay.
Ennis, he's checked in for James Harden.
A chance here to check out how the Rockets ranked in the NBA last season. First in scoring, first in opponent field goal percentage, and they were number 2 in team rebounding. Everybody makes it a priority to get to both backboards, offensive and defensive.